My name is David Jolly. I've lived here at Step Ahead Farm for the last 30 years. I'm 82 years old and I've been practicing veterinary medicine since 1968. I grew up on a farm in Virginia and decided how in the world do you spend your life trying to make an impact on the world. Decided to come and get a degree in agricultural education, and then I looked at the people that were working in that field and decided that they were all 60 and 70 years old before they were doing what I wanted to do. So I decided to go very technical and go to veterinary school, and I could launch into the field immediately. I graduated from Virginia Tech in 1964, and then I flew to Texas the next day and became a resident of the state of Texas so I could get into Texas Veterinary School. And I graduated there 3 years later.
Dr. Jolly explains how he became involved in the farm.
One of my clients wanted to buy a piece of property over here. I was living in Little Rock, and I found this piece of property for sale for him, and he made the arrangements to buy it. And then he decided later on that he wanted to sell half of it, which he had a partner that wasn't working out as well as it could have. So I bought out that partner, and then I eventually ended up buying the entire part of the farm.
When you've been in the business for as long as Judy fires, you learn a few things about horses.
Been doing this since I was 19. Went on the racetrack at Fairgrounds, New Orleans. Worked for some trainers, and then ended up getting married to my husband, who is Manny. And we just got into breaking yearlings for different owners.
Any local Hot Springs resident is likely to have seen Dr. Jolly at work at the Oaklawn racetrack.
When you go to the racetrack 7 days a week, you might treat 10 or 15 horses a day there. I used to double up. I would treat the horses at Oaklawn, and then I'd go to Little Rock in the afternoons doing the races and treat more horses there. And then when Oaklawn closed, I had clients that I worked on as well. Pleasure horses, broodmare operations, and the wound care is something I've focused on since 2001.
Because of his vast experiences regarding horse injury and treatment, Dr. Jolly is proud of the work he has done.
The most common injury that you see are accidents that occur from horses being stabled in situations where safety precautions are not adequate. Like a horse that paws the fence can end up cutting his leg by sticking his leg through the fence. Having equipment parked in a pasture where the animals are grazing and one animal runs another one through a disc.
Dr. Jolly's experience with education helps him give advice to future students regarding their educational decisions.
If you feel like you were interested in going to veterinary school, you have to be prepared to believe that it's possible for you to go to veterinary school and graduate and end up owing $150,000 on your student loan. If you have to go to college on a student loan to graduate, don't do it, because you'll never get it paid off. And unfortunately can document that as not being just my opinion, but being a real experience. I have nothing against the profession. I do know that I think it's important that you work out the mechanics of how you're going to handle the economics of the education. The profession does not pay high enough returns for the education that you have to pay for to keep you, enabling you to raise a family, to buy a practice, to have a car, and then to pay off your $150,000 student loan. And very few people tell you that. They're beginning to make a bigger and bigger issue out of the economics of who can be a veterinarian and who can't.
After a long and successful career, Dr. Jolly reflects on the obstacles and triumphs of Step Ahead Farms.
I enjoy the challenge of getting a horse coming in that we have no idea what's wrong with it, and you work your way through it with pain medication, fluids, and come up with being able, and I'm in a situation right now where I had a horse that I thought I was going to be putting to sleep tonight, and he has turned around today. This is a yearling filly, actually, it's not a he. And looks like she's probably going to be able to go home in 2 days as opposed to being put to sleep because we couldn't get her over her problem. So those are enjoyable experiences.
Due to the growing impact of the internet, Dr. Jolly has created a website to reach out to clients around the world.
I started this website on the year 2001, and we have had worldwide response ever since I put this on the website. And what we have done is documented about 150 cases. Goes to this website and wants to know what to do for a forearm. They click on the forearm, on the word forearm, and that takes them to a list of cases on the forearm injuries.
Dr. Jolly's business has prospered for years and continues to do so thanks to their new resource.
But the website has been an important part of my wound care project, and I've been thrilled by the fact that someone like myself, who's 82 years old and only knows how to turn on the computer, can utilize this informational highway, as Bill Clinton said, to respond to people's needs on the other side of the world.